Mission 3 is the first mission where target prioritization is going to be a big must for getting your style rank and making sure you don't take unnecessary damage. The first encounter is just a couple of Hellbats, and I ended the fight with a double S rank. I still only got about 4,800 style points by the end of it, so the bats don't give a lot. They don't have a ton of health, so you can easily knock them to the ground or just stun them so that they can never hit you. Just take them out as quickly as possible and focus on style points in the next encounter. This encounter has 3 Hell Cana, 1 Hell Antenora, and a couple of Hellbats. Target prioritization is important here. When the Hellbat shows up, meet it in the air and take it out before it can have the chance to even hit you. Gain style points by hitting the other enemies, and then when the other Hellbat shows up, take it out as well. I managed to knock the Hell Antenora off to the smaller part of the rooftop, so I really didn't have to worry about him. But if he was in my way while I was comboing the Hell Canas, I would have focused on him first, after the Hellbats. With how many enemies are in this encounter, it should be relatively easy to get at minimum an S rank, and you should come out with anywhere from 55 to 6,200 style points after that encounter. I've stated before that you should never do optional hallway fights. If you can run past the enemies, you should. However, right here, this encounter has 2 lizard enemies and 2 Clyphod roots. While you should never kill normal enemies in optional encounters, you always want to kill the Clyphod roots because they will give you a high amount of style points even if you kill them with a low style rank. So what I did there was I used one of the lizards to get my style rank higher so that I could kill the roots with a high style rank, but I didn't kill the lizard. You can choose to do this as well if you want, or just kill the roots and be on your way. I'm not sure it made a big difference. In the room with the final blood clot, several lizards and a Lusakia will spawn. You want to focus on the Lusakia first because he likes to cast magic and hit you from afar. Be careful of the barrel in the middle of the room, but use it when all of the lizards are near it, and it should take out more than half of their health. The lizards have a lot of health, especially because they devil trigger pretty early when they still have about 75% health left. So if 1 or 2 of them didn't get caught in the barrel explosion, you can wail on them for a while and get your style rank up. It can also be pretty subtle, but a big thing I'm utilizing is camera manipulation. Essentially, if you keep an enemy in a neutral state off screen, they will never attack you. So once I knocked the Lusakia down, I turned my camera away from it so I could attack the lizards a little bit, and once I sent the lizards to the opposite side of the arena, I focused on the Lusakia again, so that the lizards would have to passively walk all the way across the arena to get back on camera. Once the Lusakia devil triggers, grabbing it is probably your best bet for keeping it locked down and not casting anything. It also likes to teleport when you hit it enough, so try and hold your lock on, and the camera will focus over to wherever it teleports to. The final room before the boss is just a bunch of scissor enemies, and you know the drill by now. Just parry their attack and shoot them in the face or buster them during that time. I even went a step ahead. I parried and then didn't capitalize on damage so that I could get my style rank higher, but I really don't think it was necessary. Again, make sure you taunt to try and hold your style rank as much as possible while you wait for them to attack. Then when they go in for the attack, parry them and be on your way. If you struggle with Artemis as a boss, the strategy I'm about to tell you should help a bit, but it might take a few tries to learn. When you hit Artemis enough, she likes to scream. You can use Devil Trigger to iframe her scream and continue attacking her. If you get enough damage in fast enough, this will get her in a continuous loop of trying to scream at you instead of flying away. You can even knock her down before she gets to do her big move where she flies up into the center. And if you do that, you can skip her summoning her little apparatuses that fly around. Then when she goes up into the center, keep wailing on her, grab her again, and repeat the process. It gets a little trickier after she devil triggers, because it's harder to deal enough damage to get her to scream before dashing away. That's where Charge Shot level 3 comes in, for dealing with her apparatuses and getting damage in on her from afar. I also want to stress, getting S rank on a mission does not mean that you have to play perfectly. I took a number of hits in this fight, even got down to a C rank at one point, and I still ended up with the S. That's about it. A majority of her attacks can be dodged by simply staying up in her face, and again using the Devil Trigger transformation animation to completely negate her scream and continue attacking her. You can also grab her when she dashes at you. The timing is pretty tight, you don't have to do that, but it does help get some extra damage in. So if you feel confident or want to practice grabbing her when she dashes at you, you can get some nice extra damage. When she does her big laser beam, you can get behind her and keep hitting her. And with that, Mission 3 S rank is in the bag. Up next is Mission 4, where we're going to be tackling V for the first time in the run. And as you can see, 8,000 points, 2,000 over requirement, even after killing Artemis with a B rank.